Michael Moore takes on capitalism in Capitalism, A Love Story, the latest documentary from the Finnish filmmaker, who has a lot to say about topical issues, politics, and a lot more. And he takes on, as he's done all the time, the big bullies of the world. And this time it's those investment bankers from Wall Street, Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, AIG, and a number of banks that have helped to really make the lives of the American working class and middle class a complete and utter misery. A powerful emotional feeling of absolute outrage in this film, as Mr. Moore lays out from start to finish some very shrewdly and also shrewdly destructive practices that capitalism itself has wrought on the American populace at large. He chronicles how politicians in the country have been manipulated and completely controlled by money and by Wall Street itself. He also forcefully argues that capitalism itself is an inherent evil that needs to be destroyed and replaced with something completely new. For most people used to Michael Moore's documentaries, these kinds of charges aren't anything new, but to some they may be a complete shock and stunner. But Mr. Moore doesn't just talk, he acts as well, and he shows some very powerful imagery that makes you cry almost. It's heartbreaking to watch some of the situations that we see in this film, and yet they need to be seen. Now, this film is not all doom and gloom by any stretch of the imagination. Mr. Moore invites us, challenges us to act, and that also is one of the most galvanizing things about this documentary, which also features some comments from an Ohio representative from Congress, Marcy Kaptur, and some of what she has to say is about as strong and as firebrand and as powerful as anything we've ever seen in Michael Moore's films. Capitalism, A Love Story has got lots of humor and satire as always, satire and humor that leavens some of the most damning and most saddened and intensely upsetting things that we see. But once again, Mr. Moore proves that he is an able filmmaker, and sometimes it's not easy to connect the dots here in a film that lasts just over 2 hours, but it's definitely worth a very important trip to your movie theater. An excellently crafted film, and a film that has a lot of passion and emotion in it. Michael Moore's Capitalism, A Love Story. I'm Omar Moore for PopcornReel.com.